Hari
Yes.
Sarva Vayu Jiyottama.
Hari Sarvottama Vayu Jivottama.
श्रीमन्भ्रमते हरे परतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन्मते
परतरः सत्यं तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरे रनुचरा नीचोच भावङ्गता
भिन्ना जीवगणा
जीवगणा हरेरन्तराः भावङ्गताः
मुक्तेर्नैव सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तिर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला
तच्चादितृतीयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायेकविद्यो हरिः
आदित्रितयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
Sri Guru Brahma Harihi Om. In today's Baudik, we'll talk about how to basically as a Madhwas or as a Brahmins, how to worship accordance to the Taratamya. And how can we correlate that to any hierarchical system in the organizations also? So, as we know by default, all Brahmins have Pitruna, Rishiruna, and Devaruna, like that. So, it is important that we have to understand in what order we can worship them. To give one example, the topmost in our hierarchical system in Madhwa Tatwas is Hari Sarvottama. So the Supreme Lord, usually we refer to Supreme Lord as, hey, Krishna was doing like this, Rama was doing like this, Parshurama killed all bad kings, like that. So here we least bother about attaching Lord Sri Vishnu or Sri Vishnu, something like that. We directly take a name like, okay, Krishna. And then we start talking about it. In the hierarchical system, as we go towards top, the God or the Taratamya Parampara, they don't care much about how you attach lot of adjectives, everything to them. Praying them, remembering them is most important so that they can bless us. So in the same way, for example, in the organizations, we sometimes call as, hey, CEO, hey, this guy is a CEO, like that. But when it comes to our immediate boss, we try to show a lot of respect, lot of discipline in front of them, and a lot of rules to be followed in front of them. So that is how usually a hierarchical system works. So in the same way, the most in the least or in the lower level of the hierarchy are Pitruganas. Means after our parents, then the grandparents who passed away, and then their parents, like that. They all form one group called as Pitruvarga, Pitrugana, and they are in the bottommost layer of our worship hierarchy. So obviously, when we apply the same rule, the most or highest respect should be given to them. And from them, like Rishis and Devagana, and then Vayudevru, and then Lakshmi, and then Mahavishnu. So like that, we keep moving upward. So when we said like that, the Pitrugana should be most respected. Um, Below that Pitrugana is our existing elders at home. Like they could be parents. Sometime we may be having grandmother at home, grandfather at home. Um, so it is very important that we need to first learn as part of Madhu Sampradaya that we need to respect our immediate elders. If I have an elder brother, it is my duty to respect my elder, whether he is more intelligent than me, whether he has more assets than me, whether he has bigger salary or bigger designation than me, doesn't matter. But being elder is most auspicious, and then we have to respect them first. So how do we say that we have to respect them? Why we should respect? Let us make a negative question around that. The most blessings and most curse you get in a family is from your elders only. None other than your elders will give you blessings, and the same elders can curse you. To give one simple example, like, okay, if we have a small kid at home and the kid is not at all listening to us, then what we do immediately? We try to please, we try to respect, we try to give something that it needs, but it goes beyond. Then we say, okay, get lost or do whatever you want. So like that. In our native language, we curse much more better than that, than in English or Sanskrit. So with that, what happens? The application of that curse is very severe because without our elders' blessings, there is nobody to protect. After elders, it's Guru Varga or Gurus only protect us. And after Gurus, it is like Rishigana, Devagana, and then the Taratamya upwards. They protect us. So if we make our unknown acts at home, where every half an hour or every 1 hour or every frequency we get curse from our elders, then nobody can protect us. So hence it is utmost important for us that first we need to learn how to give respect to our elders and then always seek blessings. But life is always not same as every minute or every day. Today we might have served them well and they would have blessed us, but tomorrow we may do some silly mistakes or by unknowingly something we may be harsh to them and we may receive curse. So what is parihara for that? The simple solution that is for that, parihara for this or solution for this is to do daily namaskara to elders. If we cultivate that particular practice, even if our elders at home are unhappy, at least they will try to negate the curse that they have given. And they try to bless that, hey, my Lord or my Guru, bless my child or bless this particular guy, that my curse should not be severe on him. This is the way they have to bless. If we are elder and if we are unhappy with our kids, and if kids come and do namaskara to us, this is what exactly even we have to do. That we have to pray in Lord that, hey, none of my curse should go negative on this child. Let this child be very beautiful life, be very dharmic life in ahead. And then let this child be asset to our society, asset to our dharma, and asset to our family. So when we exchange our positions as a junior or as an elder, we have to understand how exactly we have to operate with respect to this blessings and curse sequence. And next thing that we have to do is, most of the pravachanakaras usually stress upon this, but I'm trying to correlate this with our corporate culture or what we see in a common sense in our society. So where the next step they usually suggest is always do Shraddha Karma at home. Don't outsource Shraddha Karma to mathas or temple. We know that there are a lot of challenges today. Everybody is working in home. Neighbors may not cooperate. And there are hundreds of issues with which many people are moving towards doing it in either mathas or temple. But even if we are in that bad situation, our constant prayer or our wish has to be there that God, let us bless one or other day that we have to do this Sadha Karma at our home itself with whatever shuchi and whatever with devotion we can do. Let you only help us to do this. This is what prayer we have to always do it. When we submit these kind of requests to God, God will definitely make one day it's possible, even though everybody is anti-family in the house. So it is possible and one can experience it. So similarly, when we move ahead, we don't know much about Rishigana, we don't know much about Devagana. So what we can do is to solve those problems is doing a proper Sandhya Vandana daily twice or thrice helps us, because when we do Sandhyopasthana and all, right, at the end we say Sandhyanma, Savitranma, Gayatrinma, Saraswatinma, Devatabhyonma, Rishibhyonma, Munibhyonma, Gurubhyonma. Like that, we start saluting, remembering everyone in that hierarchy. And then we finally go and touch all these prayers to lotus feet of Lord, like Sarvadeva Namaskaram, Keshvam Pratigachati. And after doing all these things, then while wrapping up our Sandhyavandana, we again come back and ask something. Because always as a young, our job is to ask something from appropriate or right people. So a lot of Dasa Sahitya tells, right, if I have to beg, I have to only beg in front of Lord. I should not beg in front of anybody else. Even when there is a disease, I have to beg only in front of Lord Dhanvantari, not in front of any ordinary doctor. That's how they pray. So at the end, we again beg. What we beg is Go Brahmanebhyo Shubham Bhavatu. Means every cow, holy cow, and then Brahmin be happy on this earth. And God, wherever they are, in whatever position they are, will give them very good dhyana, and also He will bless them. This is how we wrap up. So overall, what we were discussing in our Chintana today is there are hierarchical system as per Madhva Siddhanta, and the bottommost is our elders at home. And then on top of that, there's a Pitru Varga, Guru Varga, Rishigana, Devagana, and then Vayu Jivottama, Mahalakshmi, and then Mahavishnu. So even if we don't say good morning, good evening to our CEO in the organization, he's fine. If we meet him in lift or somewhere and we say, hey boss, how are you? He will be fine. He will say, hey, you are from which team? And he will wish good luck. But we have to keep very good relationship with our immediate boss, because our performance appraisal, our bonus, our hike, our good conduct, or endorsement of our work, everything happens with our immediate boss. In the same way, at our home also, we have to take care of our immediate boss. And if you are a boss, you have to take care of your immediate reportees. You have to bless them, you have to help them, you have to excuse them multiple times. And even if you are angry, you try to sympathize with them and say, hey, nothing to worry, though these conversation happened, but if you do good, I will help you better. Like that, we do. In the same way, if we are elder at home and then we have juniors at home, we can all do is bless them. And blessing at any point of time, at any situation is most important, and keep blessing next generation as much as possible. One principle that we are trying to push hard from Madhva consciousness is you go to Upanayana, you go to marriage hall, you go to any playground. If you see any small kid, bless him. Bless him, that let him be very good asset to the nation, let him be very good asset to dharma or our society, etc. So as many blessings we pass, that many good people will come out in front of us as a next generation. Otherwise, we don't have any other role to play here. And we have to pray in God that, okay, give us such ability to bless. So like that. So, so this is our Bauddhika Chintana today, where we are talking about the hierarchical system and why we have to do namaskara daily to elders and why we have to do Shraddha karmas at home and why we have to remember Guru Gana, Rishi Gana, and then everyone else. And then so that's why most of the families daily at least meet once and then they wish each other, they exchange some good stuffs, and then they take blessings. Doing reverse has always negative impact. For example, today in a marriage, decision maker is most youngest person is the decision maker. And who is in the back seat? Most elder person who has seen the entire life will be in the back seat. Nobody cares him. And people tell him that, okay, hey, you don't know anything about it. We know everything. And this is the latest trend. This is the latest technology. This is how we have to do. So because of that, we see that lot of dramatic issues happening in our married life. Lot of divorce cases are happening. Couple are not happy. Even though happy couple are there, they are not staying together. They are in one city. Husband is in one city and wife is another city. Or morning, evening, they are in different directions of the city and then they will meet only in the evening as a guest in the home. So these all, we don't find that these are all because of these curses that are happening in the back. But we always think that, hey, our life has become busy. But if we pray properly in God and follow according to this particular system, things would be really right. With that, Bodhi, over to kids for ending prayer. As usual, any questions or concerns or anything that you have as a thought to share, please put it into the group chat.
Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama.
Hari
Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama.
श्रीमन् मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन् मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावं गता
भिन्ना
जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावं गता
मुक्तेर्नैव सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
सादित्रतयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हेक्षादित्रितयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम.
So action from today's prayer is that all of us should take a oath that we should do namaskara to elder at whatever age we are. Like if I am 60 and I have elder at 75 age, we should do namaskara to them. And while doing namaskara, we have to properly touch their feet and do the namaskara according to the way how it has been prescribed in doing namaskara, not like the way how we salute someone on the road. And third is there is a Chintana, like while doing Namaskara, we have something called as Golaka Chintana. Golaka Chintana means layers of supremacy. Like we have to say, Pitru Antaragata Bharti Ramana Muksha Prana Antaragata Sri Krishna Arpanamastu when we are doing Namaskara to Father. Matru Antaragata Bharti Ramana Muksha Prana Antaragata Sri Lakshmi Venkateshwar Pretam Preto Botu. That is for mother. Similarly, if you are doing Namaskara to your elder brother, Bhratru Antaragata Bharti Muksha Prana Antaragata Lakshmi Narsho Pretam Pita Botu. Like we have to go in that particular order. Like inside our father, mother, or brother, whoever it is, there is Bharati Ramana Muksha Prana, Antaryami, Mahalakshmi, Antaryami, Mahavishnu. So like that, if we do Golaka Chintana, then our Namaskara would yield really a great returns to us. So with that, we should definitely do practice of doing Namaskara daily from now onwards. If we are not doing.
Thank you, Madhav.